Non-violent upside potential. Do you think the slow upward movement to keep up with my Feb theta decay? I mean, it should help. Sometimes I feel like I'm a better engineer than a day trader, and I'm a terrible engineer. I think we're gonna see them continue to set up put walls until the ETF FTDs come in, right? So, you know, they started at 150, they moved up to 155, they have a position at 160. They'll probably, move into a position at 170, 180, so on. And while they're covering these market maker FTDs, so slow growth, but capped, right? They're going to keep trying to cap the covering. And they'll try to short it down at the end of the day, probably as best they can to manage the price the next day. The problem with doing this and the risk they take by trying to cap the upside and reduce the volatility in the stock is that if any buy pressure comes into the stock besides their own, it can blow up their put wall, which puts them in a rather awkward position of losing a shitload of money all at once. Fortunately for them, that basically never happens. Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it, put wall. Oh, Jesus.